you're thinking about retiring in Vietnam or Southeast Asia, this video is definitely for you. It's a bit clickbaity, but this is retire in Vietnam. It's so cheap, it should be illegal. What if I told you that retiring in Vietnam is so cheap it basically feels illegal? And like, why doesn't everyone do that? Well, we're talking beachfront breakfast for under $2, rent that would make a Florida landlord cry, and a healthcare system that doesn't bankrupt you or mess up your insurance premiums. Yeah, are there downsides? We'll get to those too. Not everything here is perfect. Today I'm breaking down my real costs of retiring early in Vietnam versus somewhere like Florida in the US or Mexico where I used to live or Spain where I dream of living. So no theory, just numbers, receipts, daily budgets that'll basically make you want to pack your bag and call your social security guy ASAP. Oh, yeah. And we'll get to the golden visa announcement as well, which is basically Vietnam and the government letting you know that they want you here too, not just me. First up, rent. You can live absolutely incredibly here. Have your own place by yourself, serviced, clean for less than the price of a Motel 6. Da Nang or Nha Trang, you're talking like 400 to 700 a month for a modern 1 to 2 bedroom condo with a sea view or river view and amenities, gym, pool, security. I mean, in Florida, like even in Orlando, you're talking 1,800, 2,500 a month for something decent. The same type of like retirement by the beach condo. In Mexico, if you want to go coastal, Puerto Vallarta, close to 1,000. I'd say a solid 800 to 1,200. It's depending on the seasons there too, because the tourism is so busy. Even in Spain, Europe's cheapest and best retirement destination, you're looking at least 1,000 to 1,500 in a city like Valencia. Vietnam, you can basically afford a doorman. I mean, you're going to be able to get legit luxury on that 1,800, 2,000 a month social security check. Or if you have a real pension from being like a school teacher the way I was, you're cruising. So food wise, you're talking street food heaven, eating out every single meal. You're not talking about pinching bucks or going to Costco. Pho, $1 to $1.50. Banh mi under $1. Fresh juice, 75 cents, $1. Monthly grocery bills, you're talking maybe $200-300 max for a solo. I mean, in Florida, what are you paying? $3 to $5 for a coffee, 12 to 20 bucks for lunch, minimum like $700 or $800 a month for groceries. I don't know how you could do under 200 a week. Even in Mexico, tacos are going to cost you a couple bucks, and that's just street food. Groceries, realistically, when I lived there and went to a superstore, were at least 350 to 500 a month. Spain has amazing food, but I mean, tapas is certainly going to set you back 10 or 20 bucks. And for groceries, you're easily going to spend 150 to 200 a month. In Vietnam, $10 will literally feed a family. In America, it barely gets you a Big Mac combo and a dirty look. Healthcare is affordable, there's English speaking, and it's shockingly good. Here in Da Nang, there's Family Medical and VinMec, the big corporate one owned by VinFast. And for a walk-in private clinic session, you're talking 20 to 30 bucks. A full checkup with testing and blood work, $50 to $100. And your international health insurance can easily be under $100 to $200 a month. I'm a Safety Wing affiliate. I'll link that below for their Nomad insurance. Florida, one ER visit could cost you thousands. Your insurance premiums are likely going to be $500 to $600 a month. In Mexico and Spain, it's affordable, but not if you need good private care. And the public healthcare often means long waits, terrible lineups. Back home in Canada, we have amazing free healthcare. You have to wait months for even minor checkups. In Vietnam, the doctor will literally see you today and they're going to charge you less than your US copay. No forms, no drama, no sorry, that's not covered, yada, yada, yada. They're just going to actually give you great customer service and try their best to help you. It's not perfect. You might still need to fly to Bangkok or Singapore if you have some sort of major surgery, but just get the medical with a medevac. Transportation, forget traffic, forget the car rides. It costs pennies. I'm not talking about Saigon or Hanoi here. I'm just talking about Da Nang, Vietnam. Grab motorbike rides are $1 to $2. You're sitting on the back of a bike with a breeze in your hair. You want your own scooter and the freedom that affords, 40 to 50 a month, max a couple dollars for gas. In Florida or Canada, car ownership, 600 to 1,000 a month, insurance, gas, literally hundreds of dollars a week. maintenance. And in Mexico and Spain, you might be able to get public transport, but you're going to need a car if you're living outside a major city center. It's just not realistic to get around in those places unless you're driving. I mean, when I lived in Mexico, I was taking a bus, which, you know, I'm a bit too old for that now. In Vietnam, you're actually going to spend more time riding than waiting. Uber is fast, cheap, and there's no tipping stress or cash involved. It is all done entirely on the app. On my costoflivingabroad.com/downloads, I have my guides, which you can get there and use them. So let's do an actual comparison numbers by the math. Expenses. I'll put a little graphic up for you if I'm feeling very dedicated. So we're going to compare actual numbers from Da Nang to Orlando, Valencia, and Puerto Vallarta. Rent here is going to be 600 in Da Nang, close to 2,000 in the States, 1,000-ish in Mexico, 1,200 in Spain. Food, 250 Da Nang, 600, 400, 500. Transport, probably $50 versus 800, 200, 150. Healthcare, $80 instead of 600, 120, 100. And entertainment, it's kind of up to you, but I would still say numbers, it's about a third of the cost here. So your total walk-off monthly budget, I'm going to say $1,100 low for Da Nang, at least 4,000 to 4,500 in the US, close to 2,000 minimum, I'm saying bottom end in Mexico. And in Spain, you're looking at the same or 2,500. So yeah, for one boring, tiny, crappy condo in Florida, you could literally live well and retire in Vietnam and still have enough money to fly home once or twice a year or to get to Bangkok or Singapore if you feel like you need better or sort of top tier, top full medical quality. Bonus, there's all kinds of lifestyle perks here that just aren't in the budget, like quality of life stuff. You can literally get your service apartment, aka a maid service cleaning for like $50 a month. You can get massages or spas here for under $10, not the happy kind, just the normal kind. Tailor-made clothing. You can get pants, shirts, dresses, $50 max, 100 for a full suit. Fresh tropical fruit, literally $1 for a kilo or less. And the beach weather, 10 months a year here. It's fantastic. And to be honest, if anything, the hot, dry season gets to me more than the rainy season. I really like the rain because it cooled off, serviced my Canadian needs. I mean, is there really a competition? I think there is for Southeast Asia. But the reality is, Vietnam has upped their game by introducing the new golden visa. It's going to give you options to go permanent residence, 5 to 10 years right off the bat, and the entire process is going to be online. So if this sounds like your kind of freedom, get into my downloads or my course, check them all out. They're at costoflivingabroad.com. You can also sign up for the newsletter. They're linked below in the descriptions. I'll walk you through visa, housing, healthcare, and basically everything you need to stop dreaming and actually start planning your retirement in Vietnam. And if you think I'm young to be retired, well, obviously I couldn't fucking afford it if I was back at home. The only reason I can do this is because I'm here in Vietnam now, where it's ridiculously easy to retire on under 200K, under 100K. It all depends on if you have an income. And I can teach you that. How to live abroad, how to retire early, and how to earn online. All right. Thanks again. Check out the website, costoflivingabroad.com. We'll put a big graphic here. My latest video is up here. My podcast, The Cost of Living Abroad pod, is up here. Peace. Play the outro music.